Hello everybody, my name is Ashfaq Ahmed and I am working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in Motihari College of Engineering. So today I have taken a topic for the presentation is biofuels in India. In the recent times there has been a lot talk about these biofuels, especially E20 fuels which has been recently launched by the Indian government under its energy security and decarbonization policy. So we are familiar with these fuels. There is a great talk and high talk about this fuel in the recent days. So I have made a presentation regarding this topic. So let us moving on to the topic, that is the biofuels in India. Let us see how these fuels has been immersed and has been put into the market for the use. So basically in this biofuels, we will study, we will know about these liquid biofuels and the E20 victory. In recent few months before, this E20 is basically ethanol, where 20% ethanol is blended with the petrol. Only the blending has been done recently in the petrol only. So E20 is basically 20% ethanol in the petrol. Okay. So unlocking E20 ahead of the target. So 20% ethanol is blended in the petrol. This has been achieved in year 2025, 1 year back. Officially, India has achieved this target. India has to achieve this target in 2030. It was scheduled, but 5 years before we have achieved this target of blending 20% ethanol. Okay. So, because of this blending, on having this ethanol 20% blended in the petrol, there is a huge saving in the foreign exchange for our country. As we know, in the recent times, due to the war between Iran, America, and Israel, there is a huge crisis of the oil market in the world. So, India is also hugely affected by that. So, a nice initiative has been launched before 5 6 years ago by the Indian government for blending of petrol. The government has also thought about blending in diesel also, that will come to know later in the later slides. So blending, by the launch of these fuels, India has great saving in the foreign exchange, as well as this is locally or Indian agriculture based fuel. So there is also great benefit for the rural agrarian communities also. So after the huge success of this E20 blending, so government has also started initiative about the flexible fuel vehicles, where the vehicles will be compatible with E85 and up to E100 also. Means 85% ethanol is blended with the petrol, and government has also targeted to make it up to the 100%. So Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has issued certain standards about the flexible fuel vehicles capable of operating at E85 or E100 fuels. So just now I talked about only the blending has been done with the petrol. So in future also the blending has to be done with the diesel also. So we know the high heavy duty commercial logistic vehicles or the ships are basically run on diesels. So also, so there will be also blending in the diesel also, and the blending will be done with the isobutanol. So this is yet to come. Now moving on to the next topic, the gaseous biofuels and CBG milestones. So gaseous biofuels, that we know that it will be the compressed biogas fuels. At presently, it is not been achieved, but we are targeting to achieve and blend it in the LPG or PNG gases also. So this is compressed biogas applications. So government has targeted to blend in the gaseous fuels also. What will be done in the blending is biogas will be the blended in the gaseous fuels also. So in it has been shown here that in the financial year 2025-26, 1% mandate will be the blending. In 2026 to 27, 3% blending. Likewise, 4% and 5% in the succeeding years. So for that, the national infrastructure capacity, this is Satat and Govardhan Progress. This is the two schemes of the government where this will be done. This Satat is basically it is sustainable alternative towards affordable transportations, and Govardhan is galvanizing organic bioagriculture resource dhan initiative under the massive structural shift, where we can see that under these schemes 330 additional projects have been under construction to produce compressed biogas fuels. So another is that is paddy to fuels. The IOCL Panipat, where from direct agriculture waste that is paddy straw is converted into the fuels. So moving to the global strategic alliance and sustainable and aviation fuels. So India is also a proposed roadmap for blending in aviation fuels also. So it will be 1% blending. It is mandatory in 2027 from the international for all the flights which are going for international trip from the Indian airports. Likewise, in 2030, 5% blending will be done in sustainable aviation fuels, and also it will be reduced to very less in 2050. So there is also a huge policies by the government in order to promote these blendings. So for that there is a favorable subsidies given to the companies, and also there is a relief for compressed biogas processing plants in terms of subsidies also, and excise duty also. So there is a huge push from the government side to reduce dependencies on the foreign fuels in the form which are we are importing in the form of petroleums. So it is a good initiative by the government. So likewise, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said in his recent speeches that the launch of the global fuel alliance markets, that is a watershed moment for the India, converting agriculture residues and urban waste into biofuel, represent the shift of massive proportions, changing from waste to wealth and reinforcing global energy alliances. So this is all about the biofuels. I hope that I have made the topic clear. Thank you very much. This is all from today's presentation.